applying pressure and turning you over. And I think it said a lot about our guys that we were able to figure out a way to deal with it and come out with a win.
Lastly, so your dad never had to force you to get up and work out growing up?
He did. There were a couple times he did, but for the most part, he was always working me out up until probably about sophomore year of high school, and then once we hit that age, and he's my coach, he wanted to get away from it, so somebody else was doing it, but no, not really. I was pretty self-motivated.
Okay, thank you.
So after 5 games, and particularly that last very long VCU game, what's your sense of what officials are calling and what they're not? Or is that a moving target?
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty drastic rule change, and it's I'm not sure what to say about it. It's
and I'm not trying to coax you into trouble at all.
I don't really. I mean, they're calling fouls. They're calling fouls, hand checking. You can't. When somebody catches the ball on the perimeter and they make their first movement, you used to be able to tag them up with your hands, and that could be your first instinct, and it still is for me at least. I know that.
Yeah.
And you can't do that anymore. That's foul, and depending on whether, regardless of whether you disagree with it or not, that's how they're calling it, and that's what we have to adjust to.
And as a player who was in it, did the VCU game feel as long as it was?
It really. I was actually talking to somebody about this the other day. I thought the first half seemed really, really long, but I guess the second half was actually longer. And I didn't know that. When we play a team like that, and especially with these new rules, a team that pressures you so much, there's going to be a lot of fouling, there's going to be a lot of free throws, and that's something that with VCU, the way they play, they'll probably have to make some type of adjustment with that as well.
Is it safe to say that the default now is that the call is a block as opposed to a charge? Has it shifted? Did the pendulum shifted somewhat?
Yeah, that's definitely another point of emphasis. We haven't really had that many problems with that yet. There's a lot of charges being called, and I think that they're doing I think they did need to clean that up a little bit, and with the point of emphasis being with the hand checking, that's kind of going overshadowed. But you got to be there a second earlier is what they're telling us. You got to be there a full second earlier than we were last year, and once again, just an adjustment we need to make.
Absent that, are you taught the crowd? If you can't get there a full second earlier, do you just close the distance inside the crowd?
Yeah, it's all about being in position and stuff like that. It's tough being in position for a full minute, a second and a half. Somebody that gives somebody the ability to go around you, and if you try to adjust from that, you usually get fouled. And so it is a really big change.
Okay. Lastly, how about your off-ball movement? I haven't seen too many calls on you guys' cuts.
Yeah, and that's something that we actually thought with these rule changes would really help us. With how hard we cut and how much we cut, we have to do a better job. We have to do a better job of not letting cutters stand us up, of getting low, getting by cutters, and hopefully they'll start calling.
You're still getting touched on.
Yeah, hopefully we'll start getting some calls.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.